Hi old school fans, and welcome to the third instalment of our fun-packed Victorian era fitness training evening. Okay, so what have we seen so far? So we saw the first video, which was the first progression for Victorian era dumbbell training system. I hope you enjoyed that. And the second one was sabre fencing with me and my sparring partner Jihadi Bob. I hope you saw that. Any of you hammer guys out there, please make any comments on there. I'll be more than happy to get your criticism. Just want to improve. Okay. Right. So what we're going to look at now. So the third instalment. Okay. We are going to look at our first lesson of hammer training. Okay. This comes from and is inspired by Indian club and mace swinging. And I've used the manual of Professor Harrison's 1868 manual of Indian clubs, dumbbell and sword exercise. Okay, right, so what we're going to start off with first is swinging the garter or mace. Okay, we'll start off with the two-handed stuff first because it's easier before we start moving on to single-handed hammers. And then double-handed hammers with a hammer in each hand. Okay, so right, so what we're going to be doing, I'll show you with the hammer first and then we'll break it down. Okay, so I've got a 10-pound hammer here because my hands are a bit sore. Now this, you will need to get your hands to toughen up with this. Okay, it will take the skin off your hands the first few times, so you've got to bear with it. Okay, so we're just going to be doing the 360. Okay, all right. Going one way, going the other. Alright, going one way, going the other. 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 Going one way, and then the other. Okay, right, so let's break it down, okay? So, to break it down, I'm going to use an old broken sledgehammer handle. For this, I normally use 14 or 20 pound hammers, okay? The only reason I use hammers is because they're cheaper than Indian clubs. They're not better, okay? I'm not saying that. It's just they're easier to get hold of because you can get them from hardware stores and things like that. They're a bit cheaper, and I haven't got the space for loads and loads of Indian clubs, as much as I'd love to own a load of them. So that's why I've converted it a little bit to hammers. There's some things with Indian clubs you can't do with hammers, but I've worked out a lot of it, okay? So here we go. So we've got the hammer in our hand, okay? Starts with our arms almost straight, and the head of the hammer is by your nose, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start to raise it up and then out to the side, okay? And let the hand swing down, all right? And then we pull it up over, okay? All right? So we'll go around the same way again, okay? So we push it out to the side, all right? And let it go down, round, and then pull it over the other shoulder. Okay, so we push it up and out to the side, let it go round, and then pull it up and over. Okay, all right, I'll show you from the rear. All right, so we push it out to the side, let it come round, and then pull it over. All right, back to the start position. Okay, we push it out, let it come round, and then pull it over. Okay, up, round, pulling it over. Okay, pushing it out to the side, letting it swing, pulling it over and down. Okay, all right, there. Okay, so I'll show you again. All right, pushing it out to the side, letting it swing, and then pulling it up over. Okay, all right, if we go to the other side, it's exactly the same. All right, we're pushing it out to the side, letting it swing round, and then pulling it over. Okay, all right, pushing it out to the side, letting it swing round, and then coming up over. Okay, pushing it out to the side, letting it swing round, and then pulling it over. Okay, so let's have a look at it, how it looks with a real hammer. So, like I say, I normally use between 14 and 20 pound hammers. I'm going to need to make them heavier, so I've got some old broken ones, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld the heads onto these so they're heavier. Okay, but for now, this is what we've got. So, here we go, right? 1. Alright, just go all the way the same direction just to start off with, just to get the hang of it, okay? So and then pulling over, okay? There. 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 Out to the side, let it swing, pull it over. Out to the side, let it swing, pull it over. Out to the side, let it swing behind, pull it over. Out to the side, let it swing, pull it over. Right, let's go to the other side. Alright, out to the side, let it swing, pull it over. 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 Push it out, let it swing, pull it over and down. That's it. Alright, so now let's go one way, then the other. Okay, so that's one way and then the other way. Now, let's do 10 in each direction. All right, all going one way and then 10 going the other. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Hammer training is great. Right, it'll work your shoulders. It's good for shoulder health. I found it very beneficial for boxing. Right, and it's great for grapplers as well, because this will hit your forearms massively. Okay, and it will toughen the skin up in your hands as well. Trust me. Right. The muscles it works, right? Shoulders, lats, chest, biceps, the lot, okay? All right? There's even a little bit of stabilisation going on through your obliques. You're not going to feel it too much just doing 10 to each side. Normally I'll do sets of 100, all right? And I'll do 5 to 10 sets, okay? Trust me, by the time you get to 100, all right, your forearms are screaming, all right, you can feel your back muscles, your shoulders and everything, and trust me, the next day you feel it. It's a great workout, and it's quite kind to your joints as well, so it's good. I wouldn't try starting off with 100 straight away. Start off with just sets of 10 and then build it up, okay? All right. Now, another one we can do is there. 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 Right, I think that's about enough for the first lesson, right? See how you get on with that, guys. And like I said, let your hands and your skin on your hands get used to it, all right? Because if you're using hickory handled hammers, they will rub the skin off you, all right? And you'll at least get some blisters. So take it easy, all right? Even if you're starting off with a 7-pound hammer, all right? Make sure it's the longer handled hammers though, because some of the 7 pounds that I use for this, with a hammer in each hand, all right, they've got slightly shorter handles. Okay, they're still longer than an Indian club, but they're not as long as these. Right, okay, I'm Dan. This has been Old School Conditioning Training, and thanks for watching the first instalment of our hammer training, Indian club inspired training series. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learned something. And don't be no crazy fool. Hit that like button and follow Old School.